Let's talk about one of the most practical aspects of Dash implementation. How do you make food taste good without salt? The answer lies in herbs and spices, but this isn't just about replacing one seasoning with another. Mediterranean cuisine demonstrates that herbs and spices create flavor complexity that makes salt unnecessary, while simultaneously providing genuine therapeutic compounds. The sodium challenge is real. The average American consumes about 3,400 milligrams daily. Dash Level 2 targets 1,500 milligrams. That's reducing sodium by more than half, and most of it comes from processed foods, not your salt shaker. When you shift to preparing food at home with whole ingredients, you eliminate the hidden sodium, but then you face the flavor problem. Food tastes bland without strategic seasoning. Mediterranean herbs and spices solve this through layered flavor profiles. Instead of relying on salt for a single flavor dimension, you build complexity. Garlic provides pungency, lemon adds acidity, rosemary contributes pine-like aromatics, black pepper gives heat, oregano offers earthy notes. Combined skillfully, these create satisfying flavor without needing salt. But herbs and spices offer more than flavor. They're concentrated sources of bioactive compounds with measurable physiological effects. Rosemary contains carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid, antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds shown to improve cognitive function in some studies. Oregano has carvacrol and thymol with antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. Turmeric's curcumin has extensive research showing anti-inflammatory effects, though bioavailability is limited without black pepper to enhance absorption. Cinnamon affects blood sugar regulation. Several studies show that half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon daily modestly improves fasting glucose and insulin sensitivity in people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. The mechanism involves polyphenol that mimic insulin's effects and improve cellular glucose uptake. Garlic provides allicin and other sulfur compounds with cardiovascular benefits. Meta-analyses show garlic consumption modestly reduces blood pressure, about 4 to 5 points systolic, and improves cholesterol profiles slightly. The benefit requires crushing or chopping garlic and letting it sit for 10 minutes before cooking to allow enzymatic formation of allicin. Building an herb and spice pantry enables flavor diversity. Essential dried herbs include oregano, thyme, rosemary, and basil. Key spices include cumin, coriander, paprika, turmeric, cinnamon, and black pepper. Fresh herbs, parsley, cilantro, basil, mint, provide bright flavors that dried versions can't match. Growing common herbs at home in pots or a small garden provides fresh supply with minimal effort. Understanding flavor pairing helps create combinations that work. Mediterranean cuisine typically combines garlic, lemon, and oregano with olive oil for fish or chicken. Middle Eastern flavors use cumin, coriander, and cinnamon with lemon and yogurt. Spanish cooking employs paprika, garlic, and parsley. Learning these traditional combinations provides templates for seasoning without salt. Creating custom salt-free spice blends streamlines cooking. An Italian blend might combine dried basil, oregano, thyme, rosemary, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes. A Mediterranean blend uses oregano, thyme, marjoram, and lemon zest. Make these in bulk and use them like you'd use salt, as a default seasoning for proteins and vegetables. Acid plays a crucial role in salt-free cooking. Lemon juice, vinegar, and tomatoes provide brightness that makes food taste seasoned even without salt. The acidity stimulates taste receptors similarly to salt, enhancing perception of flavor. A squeeze of lemon on vegetables, splash of balsamic on salad, or tomatoes in stews adds this dimension. Storage affects potency. Whole spices maintain flavor longer than ground. By whole cumin, coriander, or peppercorns and grind as needed. Store dried herbs and ground spices in airtight containers away from heat and light. They don't spoil but lose potency over time. 6 months for ground spices, 1 year for whole spices, 1 year for dried herbs is a reasonable replacement schedule. The transition from salt dependency requires about 2 weeks of taste bud adaptation. Initially, low-sodium food tastes bland because your taste receptors have adapted to high salt levels. But sensitivity recalibrates quickly. After 2 weeks, food seasoned primarily with herbs and spices tastes satisfyingly flavorful, and previously normal salt levels taste unpleasantly salty. The practical approach is gradually reducing salt while increasing herb and spice use. Don't go from high salt to zero overnight. That creates such a dramatic flavor change that adherence fails. Reduce by a quarter for a week, then another quarter, simultaneously ramping up herb and spice usage. By week 4, you're at low sodium levels without the shock.